Boom. We are live. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and send this out. Let's get this link. Can I open the live on my phone? Let's get you guys seeing my screen real quick. Somebody's here first. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Russian Lucy? How you doing? Let's see. There's the live. Boom. Let's copy the link. Right there. People were asking, what's the link name? Y'all gotta follow, man. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all gotta subscribe, man. Show some love. All right, let's see. Let's make sure I'm sharing my screen here. Share that. Boom. That worked. Let's go through Forex Factory real quick. We got a lot of shit today. CAD, USD, USD. This is where we're gonna get those rate cuts. So I'll probably go live, handle some other stuff. Maybe see if we can catch a trade right here, and then come back later at 2 p.m. Eastern. So be ready for that too. We are hitting highs. This right here is beautiful at 5 a.m. This right here is beautiful at 5 a.m. Okay, that right there was nasty. Honestly, I think Nas is gonna be nicer today, just straight up. Till FOMC. Double top on the 30-minute. I think we're gonna pull back down a little bit on Nas. Maybe even at market open. We'll see. Market open can do whatever it wants. We got 30 seconds before market open. So as of right now, I wouldn't enter into either of these. It's all too risky. I mean, you could say, I'm just going to buy right now before it opens. Nah, I wouldn't. I think we might actually get a pull down to be pricing in for entries for 2 p.m. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's look at some other pairs real quick. Actually, let's watch because we only got 15 seconds. 23.6. Yeah. Yeah. First stop is right here at this structure. Look at that. Look at that. Bounced right off my structure. First stop's right here. It's jumping already. This could be. We'll see. We'll see if it breaks through or stops right here. But whatever it does, it's going to do it quick. Could bounce off here and continue up, or it's going to break through and come down here to 47,800 area. And then if it breaks through that, it's going to come down here to 47,780. And if it breaks through that, it's going to come down here to the 47,750 area. See what happens. We are on the 1 hour. See the 4 hour. Yeah, basically a lower high on the 4 hour. Big 4 hour candle though. I can see it's coming all the way down to here. 730, 730, 750 will be somewhere I'd like to see it come. Doesn't mean it's going to though. Let's look at Nas. Yeah, Nas bought right up. So I like I said, I thought Nas was going to play nicer today. It already is. Usually does. However, I still think it's going to pull down. I think they're going to price in FOMC for the big boys. We'll see. We'll see. And worst comes to worst, we just put a small position on FOMC later. Because could be trying to price it in right now. We'll see. Big rejection candle off that structure right there. This 5-minute closes up like that. The next 5-minute will tell us if we want to close this and fill this wick or if we want to continue up. Oh yeah, look at that. On the 1 minute there. Could continue up right now. Yep, there you go. Only thing we really had here was structure. I wouldn't take that. I'm not even mad about it. Let's look at something else. Those are just gonna play around. I'm not gonna get involved in the indices right now. There's nothing setting up that I like that has any type of sense to it. It would just be gambling. Let's see. Freaking ear has water in it. All right. 70 people got on here. Oh, hey, we got 17 people and 3 likes. What's up with that? Show some love. Come on. All right, the real USD. I'd stay away from it right now. The daily's just not clear. Looks like it could continue up, but same thing's going to be. Oh no, not the same thing with GU. Usually is. Okay, sells. Looking at sells on GU. We want to see it pull back up. See if we can find something worth our time. This double top right here is nasty. So that CAD JPY did not play out that I had posted how I wanted it to because it came back up again. Let me get rid of this. Came back up again. But see this double top on the daily? Yeah, I want that thing to come back down to here at least, or to this middle point, or break down further. That's all JPY pairs right now too, by the way. So some of them may play out, some of them may not, because JPY has had a lot of, and President Trump just went to Japan last night. So like all JPY pairs, pretty much other than Chef JPY, have double top daily candles right now, daily candle formations. So you can see GBP JPY played out, double top, tanked, right past the middle point, tanked. Probably going to continue to right here, and then maybe even right to here. So CAD JPY, all JPY looks like it wants to continue up. CAD JPY looks like it's just indecision, which is honestly good, because I think it could still continue down. Might even take this trade again. I want it to be beneath this level though first. I want it to break down, come back up, retest, and then take it down. So that'd be looking for. Same thing over here. Same thing right there. Let's look at CAD. Let's look at gold. I know you guys want to know all about gold. Everybody loves gold for some reason. All right, let's see. Double top on the 30-minute right there. Just gonna drop. It already did drop beneath the middle point. We can see this come down to 39.92. That would be the next stop, in my opinion. We are hitting some structure right here. At this point, bing, bing, bada, boom, bang. Yeah, I can see it coming down here. 39, 994, 995, 992, somewhere in there. somewhere from 992 to 995 area. Let's see, we got an alert on Euro JPY. I don't think it's a recent one. I think it might be an old alarm. No, it's not. Would I buy that though? No, I wouldn't buy that. I'd actually be looking to sell this. What's got beneath here? Every time I try to move this, it's so weird. It moves my thing with it. Let's see if we can get a break beneath there. Let's go check out what's going on here. Honestly, a lot of things are just not in a good place right now. Let's check out some USD pairs. A lot of things are just not in buying or selling places right now. It would be stupid of me to do anything with anything that I've seen so far. Let's see. And that's the thing, guys. Like, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And a lot of people don't know. What the hell is this? Is that a daily structure? No. What the fuck is this? Get off my screen. Yeah, it would be a lot of these things. I mean, this right here, I'd have bought this 8 a.m. NZD USD. That looks nice. And we were buying, but overall, this is a selling market. So I'm waiting for this to come up. Yeah. I want to see this come up here, actually. I want to see this thing come up around this area. Let's actually leave this here. Pay attention to it there. Let's add another one. Bring that up here. Okay. Let's see. We got 4 likes and 13 people in here. Y'all some fucking haters, man. Listen, I'm telling you, bro, if I don't get enough love on this, I ain't doing this shit no more. Y'all need to show some fucking love. I spent 6 years to have a 20% ratio of people, 30% ratio of people in my life show some love. The other one's just hating, trying to mooch. Drop a damn like, bitches. All right, let's see. USD CAD. I don't know. Maybe it's not populated or something. Maybe you guys have. I don't know. All right, let's see. But still, it's the least you could do. It's the least you could do. Give me. I feel like one of those YouTubers. Give me a like, man. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. I don't say this much, but like, comment, follow, subscribe. I don't say it much. Like the last 4 videos, he said it every single time, 5 times. This looks like it wants to pull up. Could potentially. Let's look at the daily. So he wants to pull up, but broke bullish structure here. You have a head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look, did you notice that we had some people come on, 4 people left just because they weren't getting anything fast enough? I'm gonna join in and see if he calls a trade within 4 minutes. Man, they don't want to learn, bro. They don't want to learn. Maybe some of them are working or something. They just need to pop their heads in. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of people in this trading space, a lot of like new guys and stuff. I'm gonna do it, motherfucker. All right, you better do it. You better get a mentor. Tell you what, I would have saved 8 months of my life if I would have just started off with a mentor, and I would have saved a lot of money, saved a lot of energy, a lot of time. Better get a mentor. Better get the right mentor too. Otherwise, you're gonna go through like 4 mentors, like I did. I went through like 4, 5, 6 mentors. Because literally, what I can do, bro, is I can literally take my people and I can condense my 6 years of experience down into about 2 1-hour sessions. 1 1-hour session, literally. Into 1 1-hour session, I can tell you everything you possibly would need to know, even if you're brand new. But obviously, if you're brand new, it would be a bit of a process because I need you to understand what a candlestick is, and I need you to understand the basics and the terminology and Forex Factory and TradingView and, you know, MetaTrader or TradeLocker. So yeah, honestly, there's not much here, guys. Like, straight up. If you guys want me to check out any pairs, let me know. Oh, I see. Got the demand markets as well. What up, my guy? What up, guys? For real, for real, have notifications on. Facts. Hey, I appreciate that, Russian Lucy. No, this is real as fuck. You chill. You real as fuck with this shit. I appreciate that, King. Double tap the screen. Appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. The ones that are showing some love, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, guys. I mean, there's not. Let me do a quick look through. Let me do a quick look through at everything. I've already looked at these. I've already looked at that. Let me do my quick little look through. You guys can kind of watch and maybe kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, we already looked at that. We already know what we want. We already know what we want right here. That's for sure. I want this to pull up. I want this to pull up, come tap this structure in this MA and show resistance, show a pattern of a reversal as well. This is not right. I mean, I'd want to see it come down and retest the daily at the least. So let's put that there. I'm gonna turn this light off, guys. This shit is too much right now. There we go. Maybe a little darker, but got like a 23.6 right there. This thing's probably gonna fly. Let's see if we can get a 4-hour. You get a 4-hour on this. If I don't call something on live too, I keep a pulse on the market, especially because it's FOMC. So I'll keep a pulse on it throughout the day until 2 o'clock, and then I'll meet you guys back on here at like, probably like 1:45. Look at this. We ran to a 1 to 31 almost. 1 to 30.8 on this call I called on Monday in the free Telegram. Bing bong. Look at this one too. This one's even crazier. You could take it all the way up there. Look at how beautiful this structure is. I was showing this to one of my students yesterday. Like absolutely perfect. So you see how it retests the top? So this previous high, your low, your new low, higher low, retest that previous high. Same thing here. Right? Right there to right there. Boom. And guess what? Same thing here. Right here to right here. This is a bit more stretched. So a little bit of a gap between there, but I have my structure drawn up because it just retested this. All this. So teach you guys how to do all this in the mentorship at elitetraderascension.com. If you do want mentorship, apply. One of my team members reach out to you and we'll see if we're a good fit. So yeah. Daily on Euro NZD. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask as well. I'll check the chat in a minute here. There's not much sexy about this, to be honest. I mean, I think we could drop, but we're on an uptrend. I think to be fair, we'd be looking for buys. Let's add that right there. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I did turn the heat on and I never turned it off. Let me go turn the heat off because I sleep with it at like 66 degrees, but then it's so cold in the morning. I turn the heat on to warm up the house a little bit, and then I forget to turn it off sometimes, and then it gets really hot. So I'll be right back. right, we're back. We're back. All right. You're odd. I'll check the chat in a second, guys. See that pulled back up for some sells. Alert save lives. Alert save accounts. I need to come up with something like that. Alert save lives or something. You can put that on a t-shirt. Let's check it out. You're a real one, bro. You think Nas pull back, then bullish FOMC? Yeah, I think we'll set up for FOMC. We got 12 people in here. We got 8 likes. Those other 4 people, if you guys could tap and like the live here, I'd appreciate it. All right, let's see. Double top on your JPY could needs to break below that area. We already checked that out. Let's go. What did we get a alert on? USD Shep. Where are we at? It's gonna break through there. That's what I humbly think. I think we can see that breakthrough there. Keep an eye on it. Let's see what we got going on. Lower time frames. Lower time frames make up your bigger time frames. Pay attention to them. It started to settle out, but then it's pushed up. Could sell off of here, but I don't like it. High, high or low, high or high. I think we push up just like we did right here, and 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 right here. So yeah, it's not sexy. That's what I tell my students. I say, if it ain't sexy, bro, like why are you even getting involved? Why are you even putting your money on it? And if it isn't sexy, at least know it's a high risk trade. Let's check it out. Yep, so this pushed up. Okay, cool. We're on the retrace now. It's funny, I said we could push off this structure too. So we're either going to break it or we're going to push off this and reject it and continue up. And that's what we did. 47,850 to 4850, 200 points. Let's see. Yeah, I think we just wait till FOMC. USD Chef, that's what we were just looking at, right? Yeah, gotta be. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's go down the way a little bit. I think we already looked at USD CAD. Yeah, we already looked into the USD. Yeah, Yeah, guys, I'm kind of just sitting on my hands. So this is one of those days where it's just nothing really makes sense. It would be foolish to get involved. And honestly, I think this is intentional. I mean, you saw a slight pullback on US 30 and stuff's going to move. I'm not saying that markets are not going to move, right? I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying that the quality of what they're going to give you. See, that's why they did this at 5 a.m. They retested this structure here. They ran into the MA. Retested that structure here. Ran into the MA. Closure above. This entry right there, that's something I'm looking for. I don't even care about, oh wow, look, this could have been a 200-point move from the structure. I don't care. This is what I go for. And honestly, this is what said I wouldn't even have this big of a stop loss. I never have more than a 30-point stop loss on US 30 for the most part. So it'd be something like this. Be something like that, 1 to 15. So let's go down. Let me just analyze this for you. Let's say I get in. I get in once I see this 5-minute flip. Boom. Once you see this 5-minute flip, start making higher highs. Get in right here. And that's why you don't get stopped out. Because you already made your low. Get in right here. Literally the same entry I just marked up on the higher time frame I would take on this one. And I would just boom right here beneath this structure on the 5-minute. As soon as this flipped, down, up, lower low, higher high. We go from making lower lows and lower highs to making a higher high. Therefore, this is a broken trend on the 5-minute off of a higher time frame structure and MA. We start to actually make somewhat of a head and shoulders, not really, but it's only a small time frame too, so it means less, but it's still there. Come up. We see this rejection. We see this break above this candle closure right here above this is what really did it for us. Then we just find our entry right here. Let it rock. 0 drawdown. That's how we do it. And then that would be what? 1 to 20 or something crazy. 1 to 15, yeah, 1 to 15. So just giving y'all some free sauce. Oh, it'd be a 1 to 16 now. Yeah, so I would just wait. I'd wait on this. Who knows? Maybe it just runs all day. But I do believe at FOMC, maybe we see a manipulation wick to the downside, try to take out some liquidity, and then continue up because they are going to cut rates. Like if they don't cut rates, it'll be the biggest like psyop in history, in financial history. Just like we knew they were going to cut rates last time, we know they're going to cut rates today too. Yeah, look, it's really not pushing. It's really not pushing all that hard. Yeah, like we know when there's a US 30 push, like this is, it's decent. It's there. It's pushed a couple hundred points, but it's not going parabolic. So we did make new highs. So honestly, if we could continue up, come back down to like the 47,950 or even the 47,990, somewhere in there, and then start to like, make some real structure and stuff, then that would be cool. Take advantage of FOMC like that. USD Chef, that's been pinging us just because it's at that area. See comments. What does it necessarily mean when they cut rates? Yeah, it means they're just reducing the the rates, your interest rates, right? So reducing interest rates, it's basically easing on the market and stuff like this. Your dollar basically with all the inflation, hyperinflation, with cutting rates, makes your dollar worth less. Therefore, these go up because you need more dollars to buy the same thing that was once worth $47,654 is now worth $48,050 or $46, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, it's basically it's making things easier for people to get loans, for people to get lower interest rate loans. Therefore, it's good for the economy. It's good for the people. So it's bullish for here, but it's ultimately too, with inflation, reducing the value of your dollar. So yeah, it's funny. Like people, like I didn't understand it for like my first like year of trading, like how that worked, but it makes sense when you realize, oh, even though the dollar is crashing, stocks are going up. Why does that make sense? Because your dollar's value is lessening. So if I have a toothpick, right, or here, I only have one toothpick here. If I have gum, right? If I have one gum, right? And then let's say, um, if I could like break this in half, I have one gum, right? Now I still have one gum in each hand. But do you see how the value decreased? You see what I'm saying? And now, if let's say I used to be able to pay you one gum for I don't know, a blanket, let's just say, for a hug. I used to pay you one gum for a hug. And let's say the only value that is determined in is in gum. But something happens with gum where I start putting more gum in the floating pool of gum, right? But each gum becomes worth less, so each gum gets broken in half, right? Now this is one gum. Instead of this being one gum, this is one gum, right? So now your hug is going to cost me one gum, but the value of one gum got less. So therefore, your hug is actually going to cost me more gum because this one gum is not the same as this one gum. So now your hug is going to cost me two gum. So I'm going to have to go like this again and give you that. Does that make sense? So the value of your hug went up because the value of one gum went down. Does that make sense? So now I'm going to actually chew on this. But yeah, does that make sense? So let me know. Let me know if that was a good demonstration. Yeah, that's kind of how that works. So with them creating more gum, putting more gum into the market, that is pepperminty. With them putting more gum into the market, it makes the value of gum go down. Because when something is more rare, like Bitcoin's such a high price because there's only 21 million of them. XRP is a lower price currently because there's 100 billion of them. So it takes more to make that price have to go up in order to, it's supply and demand, right? So it's supply and demand economics. So same kind of thing. If there's only one Mona Lisa, there's only one real Mona Lisa painting, right? Not to be replicated. You can make replications, sure, but is it the original thing? Nope. Absolutely not. Was it painted by the original painter? Nope. The original painter made 5 of them. They each would be worth less. Since there's only one, it's worth more. It's rare. It's more rare. Supply and demand. So same thing with supercars. Same thing with like designer clothes drops. Same thing with art, like I said. So I hope that helps you understand. Whenever there's more of something, the value has to go down because that means more people can attain it, or there's more replicas of it. So like the Bugatti Chiron, is, or like a Toyota Corolla is going to be less than a Bugatti Chiron, not only because of the different materials and the different level of craftsmanship that goes into a Bugatti Chiron, but also because they're making less of them as well. It's all that combined. So I hope that all makes sense. Perfect. Yeah, cutting interest rates. Cutting interest rates makes it go up as far as indices go. Raising interest rates makes it go down. So yeah, cool. We're starting to settle out here. Like I said, I could see this coming somewhere between these wicks right here, 47,990. We're basically there, and 47,930. And we're at 990. I can see it's coming to 47, 970 area, right down here, give or take. If we break, give or take, if we break. Now, if you had really big balls and you just believe this was going to continue up, bit of gambling there though. Be careful. Well, I hope you guys learned something. I mean, you kind of know what I'm looking for. And I'll keep you guys updated on the. Let's go ahead and actually do this. Let's do that for now. I think we see a settling out. Could be wrong. We could just continue up. Fair enough. But I think we see a settling out at some point. Now, there could be a counter move where you see the rates get cut and then this thing drops down, takes out liquidity, wherever it's at, and then shoots up. So can see that too. That's a really manipulated move, but there's been some talks about how this rate cut could do that. So keep that in mind. We're just going to be patient and get what we get. Don't throw a fit. Get in and out, in situations like that. Especially if it is going up and down. If it doesn't have a clear indication that it's chosen the side it wants to go to, then yeah. See the daily. I mean, look at it. Holy shit. Insane, dude. This double bottom right here is nasty entries. Ooh. So, what is pinging me? Oh, USD shit. Let's see. Let's take a gander at USD chef. See if we're getting any more selling kind of things here. Huh. 5-minute bearish engulfing, a little bit of a rejection back at this area. Just overall, it doesn't, I mean, you have higher time frame sells here, but do you really sell off of there, Let's see. Pretty oversold, for real. This is so beautiful. This is institutional level selling right here. Double top on the monthly candle. This was in January. Every institution that had any decent trader sold the living hell out of this and has held it at least to this candle till April. At least held it for 3 months, 4 months. So yeah, this is the swing trade of a life right here. It'll take you 3 months, but boy, oh boy, could you turn $1,000 account into $300,000 off of one trade doing this. Think about it. Think about it. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. If you scaled in and only dropped like, let's say 20 lots, you scaled in, that'd be it'd be $2,000 every 100 points, right? So $2,000 every 100 points from let's say here 91. Let's call it 91,400 to make it easier. Let's call it 91,400. You bring it all the way down to 8,400. 91,400 to 8,400 is what, 11,000? 11,000 points. That's 110 100s, right? 110 times 2,000. Because you're making 3 months. 3 months you turned $1,000 into 220. Granted, you'd be sketched out right here in this area. You would have to just believe in the pattern. You have to believe in the pattern and get in somewhere here. You could even wait until this rejects here and then get in somewhere down here and then just be on the smaller time frames and be ready for it. But you got the skill set. You know what you're looking at right here. If you know what you're looking at right here, nutty ass trade. If I'd have seen this, I'd have taken this. I was still trading mainly like US 30 and stuff and not really looking at currency pairs and stuff. But if I'd have seen this, I would have bet on this 5 different times. I had to. If I got stopped out 5 times, I'd have went back in again on another $1,000 account. Now I had the craziest flip that the industry's ever seen right here. But it would have taken me 3 months. I mean, if you brought it down to here too, where we're at right now, I mean, that's another what? 600. It's another 12,000. 232,000. So, yeah, crazy. But when you have the skill set, you have the skill set. That's what's possible. Canada cut rates by 25 basis points to 2.25. Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. You guys kind of know what I'm looking for on all these pairs here. All these instruments, if you will. The fucking chart looks like a barcode down here. I need to delete all that. I'm not using it. So yeah, look, grabbed right to where I said we could, and now looks like we might continue down. We'll see. So again, you guys know what I'm looking for. I'm bullish on NOS and US 30 today. Just looking for a good place to actually get involved. Which could be here, which could be here, right? Could be this again. This same structure coming back down and fully retesting the structure. I don't think it'll go that deep, to be honest, but we'll see. Somewhere in here, look, it's going to reject off of there. Yeah, if we don't break down below this moment in MA, 747,980, and we hold this, then we could just keep pushing off of here or start to consolidate here, maybe push up a little bit, consolidate some more, and just hang around till 2 p.m. So I'll see you guys at like 1:45, and yeah, we'll go from there. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and just one of those days where nothing really made sense. Nothing was really pretty. I could have said, oh guys, let's get in here, let's take a gamble right here, and we could have been up and it could have been cool, but there's nothing there but structure. There's nothing there but structure. Literally nothing but structure. And I need at least a few more confirmations than that. So yeah, guys, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys at 2. You're welcome. I appreciate you guys. Peace out. See you.